Athletics manager Bob Melvin has left the team and will be joining the Padres on a 3-year contract. News reports out of Oakland had suspected that the Athletics would consider moving some of their big-name players this winter and begin rebuilding. All indications are that that could be the case. The Athletics won 86 games in 2021, and they've got some talented players. Here's a look at some guys that could move this winter. Obviously, this is a Yankees channel, so I'll be viewing these acquisitions through the prism of what the Yankees need, but this video absolutely applies to fans of every team who might want to pick off some Oakland A's. Let's start with the pitching. Frankie Montas is the 28-year-old ace of their staff. He was 13-9 with a 3.37 ERA in 32 starts in 2021. He pitched 187 innings, struck out 207 hitters, and had an impressive whip of 1.182. I guess you could make the argument that Chris Bassitt's the ace, but I think Frankie Montas is their best pitcher. He features a fastball that averages 96 miles per hour, which is in the top 12% of the league. He has a pretty good command of the baseball as well. He has top 25 percentile spin rate. He's arbitration eligible and due for a nice raise, though he won't be a free agent until after the 2023 season. Speaking of Chris Bassitt, he was one of the more inspiring stories of 2021. He took a line drive off the head on August 17th and returned to make 2 starts in late September, allowing just 1 run on 6 1/3 innings in 2 short starts, both against Seattle. Bassitt is a free agent after next season, and though he's already 32 years old, he could get a nice contract. He was 12-4 with a 3.15 ERA in 27 starts in 2021, struck out 159 hitters in 157 innings, and had a very impressive 1.055 whip, or walks and hits per innings pitched. I'm ashamed to admit that I never really followed Chris Bassitt before the season, but he's had 4 really good years in a row, and he would be a nice pickup for anybody who's looking for a good starting pitcher. Manaea has a lot of vowels in his last name. He's also a solid left-handed pitcher who was 11-10 with a 3.91 ERA in 32 starts this season. He struck out 194 hitters in 179 1/3 innings. That's one thing I notice about these A's pitchers. They're very durable. They make a lot of starts. Manaea is a big fella, 6'5", 245 pounds. He'll be 30 years old in 2022, and despite Baseball Savant indicating that his metrics are not very impressive, I just get the feeling like Manaea is going to break out one of these years and have a big year. He's a crafty lefty, and if he stays healthy, I could see him pitching into his early 40s like Jamie Moyer. If you follow this channel, you know how badly the Yankees fans are salivating over Matt Olson. The man is tailor-made for what the Yankees need right now, a strong left-handed hitter who makes a fair amount of contact, plays really good defense, and he's in his prime. He smoked 39 home runs this season, so he is not going to come cheap. He's due for a raise, and the Athletics are almost assuredly going to try and move him if indeed they are rebuilding. My guess is he ends up in either New York, Boston, or playing for his old manager in San Diego, who have Eric Hosmer, but he reportedly wants off the team, and they have some very aggressive front office people who are always trying to get better. Matt Chapman isn't going to blow you away with his batting average. He hit just .210 in 2021, lowest of his career, but he's a wizard defensively, a wizard. And he's got a productive bat, although he's a bit of an all-or-nothing style hitter right now. He smoked 27 home runs, drove in 72 runs this year. He did walk 80 times, but he also struck out 202 times. That's a bit too much. He's been pretty consistent for his career, though, with a .243 career batting average, an .808 career OPS, and he averages 31 home runs and 84 RBIs for every 162 games played. He is not a free agent until after the 2023 season. Tony Kemp will turn 30 years old on Halloween, and he's a utility guy who can play a little bit of the outfield, a little bit of second base. In 2021, he appeared in 131 games. He batted .279 with 8 home runs and 37 ribbies. He's a pesky hitter who's tough to strike out, just 51 times in 2021. He actually walked one more time than he struck out, 52 times in 397 plate appearances, leading to a career-high .382 on-base percentage. He always stood out as a really tough out when you're facing the A's. Sean Murphy is their catcher. I doubt they would move him since he's not a free agent until after the 2025 season, but you never know. He's a peak skill New York native and a third-round draft pick who just turned 27 years old. He posted a 2.7 WAR in 2021. He's about league average on offense, a 98 OPS plus. That included 17 home runs and 59 RBIs in 119 games. But defensively, he is a beast. A 1.3 D WAR, and he was in the 82nd percentile of pitch framing. If the Yankees go for Matt Olson, they should try and get Sean Murphy and Tony Kemp included in the deal. That's going to cost you some major prospects, though. And last but not least, should be mentioned, Starling Marte, their center fielder, is a free agent. So if they're rebuilding, there's simply no way they're going to offer him a new contract. He batted .308 with 12 home runs and 55 ribbies. But the story with him is his speed. 47 stolen bases in 2021 and caught just 5 times.